There's an Uber customer calling. Hello?
No shifts, no boss, no limits. That's what got
Yes, sir.
34,000 drivers to work for Uber in New York. It promised flexible hours and good pay from the comfort of one's own driver's seat.
Right now we're at BMC College, Borough Manhattan Community College, and I'm going to school, I'm going to class. My goal is to get an accounting degree. If I would go to work some restaurant, I wouldn't have that much time to study.
Yeah, looking at the weather, yeah, it looks like that it's gonna be a busy day, busy night.
In the beginning, they treated the drivers very well, and everybody thought, wow, this is the best thing this could happen in New York City, Uber. But who knew like this would be a very short-lived?
Short-lived because changes were coming. In 2014, Uber lowered fare prices 20% and increased their commission 10%. In January of 2016, they dropped fares by another 15%.
This week, so far, I made $509. I must have drove about 50, 60 hours. I have to work more hours to make same amount of money.
I never thought like the fare would go down so much, you know. And my wife used to work, and now since her pregnancy, and she had a little complicated pregnancy, so she had a procedure and then she stopped working.
There's a lot of students also who do this job. They have financed the car on their shoulders. Like me, I have $33,000 finance on my shoulder.
Parmar's dream was to put all three of his children through college, but now he finds it hard to pay for his youngest son, who just started school.
So sad feeling for the parents when they cannot do something for their kids.
After the latest price cut, Uber drivers had had enough. Many joined together to fight back.
We know that we are up against a massive giant, but in the face of injustice, we will not back down.
They organized a 3-day strike, boycotted Super Bowl Sunday, and made some noise in front of Uber's office and City Hall.
United, you never be defeated.
You're creating a union?
Their hope is to start a union.
If you're a single worker and you go to them and say, don't cut the price, they'll say, quit, go work for Lyft, go drive a yellow cab. But if you could put 1,000 of them together and somebody speak for them, you might have some influence.
We wrote an open letter to the company. They met with us in their office. We've been there for 2 hours and nothing actually changed.
But Uber has its reasons.
Everything Uber does is sort of to maximize supply and demand. That's why you have things like surge pricing. That's why they're dropping the rates.
Krishnan says Uber's business model is to get as many drivers on the streets as possible, so users wait less time and in turn drivers pick up more people. That's how Uber explained the price cuts in an email to drivers on March 5th, stating since they decreased rates in late January, average hourly earnings for UberX partners have gone up by 17% compared to 3 weeks before the price cut.
There's a lot of sort of data and engineering that goes in the background to make sure that Uber drivers basically are maximizing the amount of people they're picking up.
But drivers say the amount of people they're picking up hasn't changed.
Our data shows data. But data are one-dimensional. It doesn't show you exactly what driver is going through to make those money.
I think a lot of people have, in a certain sense, been tricked by Uber.
Liebman says Uber drivers are independent contractors, in other words, self-employed, so Uber doesn't take on any risks.
If you get enough calls, you'll be able to pay your bills and maybe make a few dollars, but you're going to have to worry about your own pension and your kids' health benefits and everything else.
Whenever they send us an email, they write in that email, we are Uber partner and both of us should grow together. But in practical life, only Uber is growing, drivers are not growing. Drivers are losing money and Uber is the one who makes all the money.
No shifts, no boss, but Uber drivers have reached their limit. With class action lawsuits filed in both California and New York, Uber drivers ultimately hope to receive employee benefits, such as reimbursement for driving expenses and tips.
Thank you, miss, and have a nice night.